Hey
Got it.
everyone, this is Alicia Brown with EXP and Five Rings Financial. Today is 12 days of business, and today we have a special treat, my firstborn. Woo-hoo.
Hello.
This is Miss Leilony Turcios, and she has lit inks. My daughter is an artist through and through. And so today I want to highlight her and her amazing talents so that way you can book and get into her chair. And so, Mama, please let us know, how did you get into drawing? How did you even get into wanting to be a tattoo artist?
Yeah, so I got into art really, really young. Just kind of drawing, painting, kind of doing whatever. Then it kind of led to drawing on myself, drawing on, whoever with markers. And that just kind of really easily led to the path of wanting to be a tattoo artist. Um, Once I knew that goal, it was just, buying machines off of Amazon, testing on oranges and my friends, and kind of getting any practice I could with it, allowed to or not. And once I did that for a solid 6 years, I finally decided it was, a good enough interest to want to make a career out of it. So that's kind of where it led to, just drawing on friends and kind of doodling everywhere, really.
Right. And you guys, when she says buying stuff off of Amazon, I came home at 16 years old and she taught herself how to use her own guns, how to appropriately sanitize and sterilize stuff. And yep, she did put a little cocopelli on her foot when she wasn't supposed to. But they're all so cute. I couldn't even get mad at sometimes because she has great style. So um, what is the best thing you like about being a tattoo artist?
Um, there's definitely a lot to like about it. I really love the relationship that you get to make with clients
Mhm.
because, yes, a lot of tattoos are just fun, on the whim things, but there's also a lot that are super heartfelt, and you really get to make a relationship with someone and learn about, their past and things that have happened to them. You also get people who come in for a tattoo as a venting session, as a therapy kind of time, and you get to be a sort of grounding for a lot of people, and you get to give a lot of people just a sense of relief. It's the same way as when you go to the barber shop or you go anywhere else. It's that little time that you can just breathe and let everything out and feel things. And a lot of people resonate with tattoos, like the pain that you have, and a lot of times there's a lot of pain being released when you're doing tattoos. And I love getting to be that for someone and getting to put art on someone's body that is going to make them feel something every single day, and it's going to make them happy, it's going to make them feel beautiful, it's going to give them a sense of self and a sense of identity and uniqueness. And I love being that person to put that on there. I know that some people have told me, like, they were extremely terrified, and I was able to make them feel comfortable enough to do something like that, or, comfortable enough to look into themselves enough to find something that they never even knew that they had in them. And that's something that I love doing. I love building those custom designs, talking to them, just the whole aspect of the relationship that you get to build with clients is just amazing. And you can look at it 10 years from now and they still have that memory on them, and it's just so profound. I love it.
Oh, that's so great, babe. What what's the I guess what's the hardest part of customizing a tattoo for somebody? Like how long does it take, or what's the process
Yeah,
to do that?
hardest part is for sure figuring out what people want, because they don't know that also.
Yeah.
uh, you go through a lot of instead of talking about the art piece, you end up talking a lot about them. You get to know them a lot, and you end up getting to know them a lot more than, or in a different way than they did, because you're seeing it from an outside perspective. And a lot of times they'll mention something that they think is not important or just very small, and you pick up on the fact that it's not that small. It actually is a key detail to some things. And just finding those little details that really put a piece together, that's what really takes the longest time, because someone could come and, I want birth flowers, I want someone's name, I want this because of this. And then the more you talk to them about it, you find that one little detail or that one little niche thing that you can put into it that turns it from, something that they wanted to something that they need. You know, it's just so personal and it's so amazing that they have to have it. They need to keep that forever.
Right.
The hardest part is just really getting to know them in order to put that little piece of personal sentiment in it.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot. And I mean, you really are putting masterpieces on people's bodies, on their masterpiece, right? Like it's
Yeah.
amazing. What would you say is your, some people like they specialize in portraits or they specialize in color stuff. Like what do you feel like your specialty niches?
So personally, I love line work. More specifically, like an etching style work, like almost the wood carving
Mm.
style of lining. You get to see it a lot in like medieval and like goth illustration. That style is just so unique, and it's busy, but it's simple and it's classic, and you don't see it a lot in tattoos nowadays. Most of the time you see it in like ink drawings, you see it in like very old school. It's not even a big um new age drawing thing. A lot of people just don't go that route anymore. um but I think it looks so elegant, so sophisticated, so intriguing. There's so many little details in it that people want to look at your tattoos and
Right.
stare at it for a little while. And my favorite. I have the most fun doing it. I have the most fun designing um, those styles,
Mm.
and yeah, I think the people who decide to get that style really want to have fun with it. So it really opens up just the idea and the creativeness to it.
Great. And your jellyfish, that's kind of that style, right? Though all the
Yeah,
lines look like I was showing somebody the other day. I'm like, look at all this. Like, how does she draw each and every one of these lines? Like it was
yeah. Like when I was first ever starting drawing, that type of detail and time consuming work was the most just get it out of my face type
yeah.
of idea. Like I hated that. I really didn't have the patience and the passion to want to sit there and do it. But then when you do it in a tattoo sense, and I mean, just seeing that detail on a body makes it so much more intriguing to me personally. So once I discovered that style in tattooing, it was just 180. Like I was obsessed with it, and I wanted to sit there and do 6 hours of tiny millions of lines, because the outcome is just so worth it.
Oh, that's awesome. So how many till today's date, how many tattoos do you have?
Do I have
Yeah.
See, that's where it gets a little difficult because I feel like some of them have meshed together where it
Uh-huh.
was, now it's one. Um, but the last time I counted, I think it's somewhere around 40, 43, 45-ish, in that 40s area.
Gosh. And who else has tattooed on you? Like, I know you've done a lot yourself, but who else do you trust putting their artwork on you?
So not many people at all. I got one tattoo when I was 18, and it was at some random Hollywood tattoo shop. And so that was the first one. And then um, I had a really close friend who was just an amazing artist, absolutely amazing artist. And I trusted him enough I told him, I'll teach you how to do it while you're doing it, and go at it. I'll tell you if this hurts, and I tell you if it doesn't hurt enough. And so I have one on my shoulder from him, and that's amazing. I had him sign it and everything. And then the only other two people are two people that I actually helped get into the tattoo scene. We talked about just like our love for art, and they expressed, their skittishness of how to get into art and how to be an artist the way that they wanted. And I was able to really kind of give them that push of that nudge of like, just do it, just send it, just, if it makes you happy, try it on people who are willing to be a guinea pig for you. And once they started their tattoo career, it was a no-brainer. I said, give it to me, whatever design you want. So I have my cousin on me a couple times, and one of my really good friends from college, Cooper, he's on me a few times too.
That's awesome. Leilani,
Yeah.
it's been inspiring everyone around. And her younger sister wants to go in that realm of artists, and she actually tried to redesign the one Leilani gave me on my son the other day in a Sharpie. It was so cute. And those are just memories of how inspiring her artwork can be. So if you guys have yet to even get a tattoo, I was so afraid and I didn't even want to be stuck and hurt, but my daughter took really good care of me. She gave me my first tattoo a couple years ago. I haven't got another one yet, but it's
In the
working.
world.
But if you need to, like she said, she can put you in a calm environment. She can help soothe you so that way you're not afraid, and she'll make sure and take care of you. Or if you're on the other spectrum and is a tattoo enthusiast, you need to get in her chair now. Okay, it's picking up in the holidays. Oh, tell them where you do your work out of. I forgot that part.
Yeah, so I work at Freakies. I work at the location that is in Glendale, right off of like Leetsdale in Colorado, kind of Alameda in Colorado area, right next to Cherry Creek Mall. Um, I am the only artist there. I do have an apprentice. Um, she just started, so she's not really doing a ton, but uh, it's a really cute spot, super cozy. We have a ton of space. You can bring your family, your friends, you have a little entourage to keep you
Support
comfy.
system.
Yeah, it's really cool. It is a classic Colorado location. You can, get a little bit of piece of history while you're there. You can go shop at the smoke shop area. It's a really, really cute area.
Nice. Is there certain hours that you're there, or is it just by appointment only?
So my hours that I'm there just for like any day is usually Tuesday through Saturday, about noon to 5. But I have a super open, flexible schedule, especially for appointments. So appointments kind of get the majority attention from me, and I am more flexible with appointments. If a certain day or a certain time works for you, I can move my schedule around to work with that.
Okay. Does it depend on the like how big the art piece is, if you need a deposit or not to book?
Definitely pieces that require a lot more custom drawing and a lot more time to build it do require a deposit just because of the time needed before the actual tattoo. But most of like walk-ins and small tattoos that are ready to go, ready to bang out really quick, I don't require a deposit for that. So it really just depends on how much beforehand work that I will have to be doing.
Okay. So for them to book an appointment with you, do they just text you at the number below, call you, email you, or call the shop? How does that work best?
Yeah, so texting at my personal number definitely works. If you don't know exactly what you want right away, on my email, on my website, I do have an appointment booking page there. So you can go book online. You can post reference photos for your booking. You can explain as much detail as you want, kind of what vibe you're going for. And you just put all your contact information in there, and I can get back to you with ideas already ready for you.
Okay. Well, great. It's been such an honor, Mama, to hear everything that you're doing. I'm so proud of you. And let's just get these tattoos on, you guys. And it would be cool. Just like a after 12 days of Christmas, if you guys get a tattoo from my baby, post them and let's share them, because it's amazing work that she does. And I just love you.
Love you too.
You guys, contact information will be linked down below. Stay tuned for a special coupon code after this video so that way you can get your first tattoo or your 100th tattoo, and we'll have to see all of them afterwards. Okay. Thank you so
Yes.
much, baby girl. And you guys have a great rest of your week.
Bye.